Young world. So everybody's sitting here trying to dissect the Honeykomb Brazy situation, trying to figure it out, making videos, people commenting, people like me got their own perspective. Some people thinking it's some Illuminati type stuff, some people saying sacrifice, some people saying it's just some simple street beef, some people thinking it could be something to do with the police. There's all type of different things, that number of things that it could or could not be. None of us know for sure exactly what it is. But this is why people like me be trying to go so hard to wake up the youth, because there's going to come a time when your gangster profile, your gangster image is going to put you into a corner. You know what I'm saying? The time is inevitable. It comes for everybody who's out there playing that game. So now what is Honeykomb Brazy to do? So if he sits there right now and he don't do nothing, then forget about the fact that everybody's watching, the police, the cameras, everything. People that watch you and believe what you're saying about you, saying you're this type of person, they're going to be feeling like you're supposed to go out and retaliate. You're supposed to go out and do something. They don't care about the repercussions. They just know that you say you just goon on the tape, on the song, so they expect you to go out and if you don't do nothing, they're gonna be looking at like you ain't what you say you are. You know what I'm saying? That's how jokers in the street think. It's crazy. Does he? So if he does go do something, of course we know that if he does attempt to go do something, all eyes in the world are on him right now. So if he was to try to do something, that would be stupid, because he'd be arrested before he even makes it to wherever he's trying to do anything like that. Does he retaliate in music? Does he go and make statements? If he does that, that only adds fuel to the fire. So what is the Joker really to do? He's really painted into a corner right now. The other thing is, like, are we supposed to feel sorry for the Joker? Because if we're having a real conversation right now, if we talking for real, we hear him on his songs talking about all this killing and all this type of, you know what I'm saying, going what he'll do to other people and all this type of stuff, and all these rappers, and then something happens to them or their family, are we supposed to really sit here and feel sad about that? Like, we're just being for real. We're not going to sit here and play around with it. Are we supposed to really sit here and feel bad for the Joker after we heard? I'm not even just singling him out. I'm just saying, when these type of situations happen, you on the songs talking all this killing stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then if it happens to you or the people around, are we supposed to really sit here? That's why you never really hear me going too hard talking about all the sympathy stuff, because not saying that I don't care for stuff like this. It's just like, it's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? I'll just say it's kind of weird. You know what I mean? I'm a person that lives in a realistic mindset when it comes to certain type of things like this. I'm not going to sit like, even for myself, if I was out there doing some crazy stuff, and something happened to me, I don't expect nobody to feel sad. Like, it is what it is. You out there living that life, you accept what comes with it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's the bottom line. Because the thing is, you don't got to be out there doing that. That's the whole point. You can be doing something totally different. That's the thing about this whole thing, why it's like important to wake the youth up. A lot of time, you be caught into this this whole mind state, the street gangster stuff. Sometimes you just got to survive a little bit longer for you to snap out of it. Then you'll see a different world. You'll be like, damn, now that is stupid. You know what I'm saying? There's so much more to life than being caught up in that whole cycle. You know what I'm saying? That's going nowhere fast. You're going nowhere real fast when you're thinking like that. That's why it's important to try to wake people up. You know what I mean? But while you're out there, you know what I'm saying, you can't expect people to feel bad for you when something happens, because you out there spreading the same type of, you got to be realistic with it. You got to really be realistic. It's easy to, and don't get me wrong, I'm not going to sit here and pretend when you're in that lifestyle, you in the streets, you got the name, you got dudes fearing you, you got the chicks liking you, you making a couple of dollars where you live at, you know what I'm saying? You can pretty much get anything in reason that you want to buy, because to you, the little money you making in the hood is real money, you know what I'm saying? So you on top of you feeling yourself, and we're not gonna act like, trust me, that's a great feeling when you're in that kind of mind state. When you're in that life, that's success to you, you know what I'm saying? You feel like you on the top when you're in that kind of mind state. So let's not pretend that doesn't feel good if you live that kind of life. But the flip side of it, people like me, we already seen this movie 1,000 times already. You know what I'm saying? We seen this movie over, and that's why we trying to tell people, like, you got to get out of that whole type of mentality. It only leads you into a corner. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you're going to be cornered by your image. It's inevitable. You know what I'm saying? The faster you get out and try to get yourself together, the better off you got chances of being okay and staying away from it. Because now, his life will never be the same again. You know what I'm saying? No matter what happens, no matter which way this goes, he'll always be under surveillance from here on out, regardless. All the rappers are already been telling y'all for years that all these rappers are under surveillance. Make no mistake about it. I'm sure that the feds and all the people, I'm sure they know exactly who did this already. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they know exactly, especially in the day and time like now, everybody got a goddamn camera on their front door. You know what I'm saying? The surveillance is cameras, not even just the city surveillance. Everybody, everybody got their own little Ring doorbell type camera on their own house. Anywhere you go, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not everybody, but every couple houses, there's gonna be one joker out there with a doorbell thing. So trust and believe that the police already know what happened. Best believe that the feds know exactly what happened with this case. Whether whoever did it or whatever the situation is, they know who did this. Believe when I tell you. So what is Honeykomb Brazy to do at this point? Because now it's like you're gonna be under surveillance for at least the next few years, at the very least. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how this goes. On top of, if this is some street stuff, that means you're dealing with a person or people who's already went to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Already took it to the highest extent they could possibly take it. So a person going in there to do that to his grandparents is a person that is ready to die. But of course, you know what I'm saying? Make no mistake about it. 9 times out of 10, probably. So now you're dealing with a mortal enemy. You're dealing with somebody that is not going to stop until one of y'all are gone. That's just the bottom line. So what is he supposed to do at this point? Does he go try to retaliate? Of course, if he tries to retaliate, it's not going to go nowhere. Like I said, he's going to be picked up before he gets anywhere to go. Other stuff, you got to look at it. Like, I heard a couple songs with the Joker talking about people's grandparents and stuff like that, and you got to be careful what y'all say on these. That's why I'm at the point. It's kind of like rap music is so far removed from what it's supposed to be, from what it started at. It's actually a trap. Like, there's being a rapper nowadays, because this is what I said about the video about Jay Prince I made yesterday. When you got money like that, you would think that at this point, somebody like Jay Prince, he's older, he got millions of dollars supposedly. Why keep promoting this type of lifestyle? Because we already, back in the day, it might have been alright, but for the past, ever since Chief Keef came out, we know this stuff is not a game. Music is not a game no more. You know what I'm saying? Before that, the industry was real on a different level, but not as far as like it is now type. It was a different type of real. It was a real foundation. You had real people doing real stuff, but the way it is now, the lines are so blurred between reality and fantasy that everything is detrimental. Everything that you do as a rapper, everywhere you go, because now everything is on Instagram. Everybody posts everything all day. There's no more privacy. There's no more, you're in the cut on the low. Everybody's everywhere all the time. The internet has made the world a very small place. So for the rappers, there's already the hip hop police, the regular people like that following you around, especially, and you got to think, when he got shot at on that Facebook Live thing under surveillance, it was pretty weird that they was pulled up right directly in front of a surveillance camera. That was pretty weird because they was out there with the guns, they doing all this stuff. So I don't know if any of his people got picked up from that after that shooting, because if they didn't, that's extremely weird. You know what I'm saying? That they would not have picked him up when they had them on camera shooting. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So that's another thing. I mean, if you're right directly in front of that, it would have had to be a hidden camera, and it's probably a spot that they frequent a lot. You know what I'm saying? So they probably put a camera there because they knew they'd be over there like that. Because anywhere you post up, especially if you're going to be pulling out some goddamn guns, I would assume you're going to look around everywhere you're at to at least look and see if you could visually see a camera somewhere. There always could be a hidden camera, but I would assume a Joker would at least look around to see if there's a camera obviously out pointing at them. You know what I'm saying? So they was right in front of a camera. So just from that alone, you got to understand that the police been on this boy since, if they weren't on him before that, they was on him since then, because that's dangerous. It was a dangerous shooting, broad daylight. They all pulled out guns, all shooting crazy. That's a threat to the police department. They looking at that like, who are these dudes? We got to get them out of here or watch them, whatever. Like I said, I don't know if his people got locked up for that or not. Maybe some of them did. He wasn't exactly on the camera holding a gun, but So where does the Joker go from here? It's like now you put yourself into a corner. Now you like, and just at a time when you're starting to success. I'm not gonna say he put him. Yeah, he, as far as the image and stuff like that. Eventually, yeah, he put himself in the corner as far as that, because now you was on the brink of a good life. You know what I'm saying? Money, good, real legal money coming. Now it's like everything is messed up. Everything stops now. You know what I'm saying? And this is just the whole point. It's just to be a successful rapper in today's times. This is what it takes to be a successful rapper, to make money. Is it worth it? The answer is definitely not. The whole narrative needs to change. When every time I see a young new rapper do an interview or something, it's just like so cringy. You know what I'm saying? It's just cringy. It don't look right. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can't talk a clear sentence. It's just so not what it's supposed to have been. You know what I'm saying? They came into this rap stuff, they hijacked it, turned it around, and turned it into a goddamn nightmare. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Whatever the case may be, hopefully the situation can end with more drama as possible. But as cases like this, of course, there's more drama to come.